Back to work on the front end ZUMA swap. If you haven't yet, make sure you guys go watch the other video where we started the disc swap on this if you guys are looking to do something like this on your ZUMA, because I highly suggest it. Stock fork leg drum brake situations, no go. Not just because of the drum brake, but because this suspension is bad and these legs are welded to the stem and you can't replace them. So you can't really do anything about this suspension. You can't like fill the oil or nothing like that, and it's just pretty much done. Mine was so clogged to the point where I'd pull up on a wheelie and I'd hear my forks drop all the way down, super bad clunk, and then when I would set it down, it would bottom out completely, and it was like super sketchy coming to a stop on a wheelie. So we had to up the suspension, baby. This is a stock stem for the disc version. So I think it's 2000, year 2000 plus, comes with a disc front end. Notice how this pre-bug has a disc front end? This 1989 had drum front end. So I bought the correct stem that goes for that year. Put that on there. We got some EBR Racing kind of stock legs. I think these are what comes stock. At least with this stem, that's what it comes with. So that one has KYBs, or you can run NCY legs. But if you ran NCY legs, you have to run a caliper adapter, and NCY legs are like 250 bucks, where I think these are 125 or something like that. So NCY caliper bolts right up to these legs. The same year as that one, front disc wheel off a pre-bug. So that way it's still a pre-bug stock wheel. I didn't have to run 12-inch wheels or do any of that fun stuff. So got a 10-inch wheel on there, stock looking. And then we got a stock brake rotor, which was a pain to find these correct bolts right here for this brake rotor. I had to buy titanium ones and order them online because the M10 rotor bolt, where it has like the little flat part of the thing to hold the rotor, and I couldn't find those anywhere, so had to order those. That's on there. And then now I need to get the back matching wheel. So if anyone has a pre-bug spare wheel that matches like the disc style wheel for the back, let me know. I will gladly buy that off you, because look how good this one looks. And then now we got that in the back all rusted and stuff. So we need to figure that out ASAP, but this bike's looking good right now. It's looking complete. We gotta finish this thing up tonight, so. Will it pop? How does that not pop? I can't believe I got this tire on. I've messed up the rim, but not too bad actually. I'm surprised. Oh, there it goes. 3, 2. I'm surprised I was able to do that so easily. Usually it's a pain to get my stuff to beat on there, but the only mark I really got was this one, and that's from when I had to pull the valve through and I used that tool. It just, when it came out of my hand when I pulled it, slipped and hit the paint sadly, but it's alright. Like a few little spots from the tire levers, but man, for just those little nicks, that's the biggest one. Just for that many though, it looks good from this angle. I'm gonna call that good. So like I said, I gotta trim the spacer still, but I'm gonna go ahead and Loctite my disc onto here, and then I'm gonna take that spacer right here. I'm gonna measure it again, but I gotta trim it down like the tiniest bit, and it's time to put this wheel together. Spacers on there, wheels on there, calipers on there. It's lined up perfectly in the center of the brake pads. Look at that. I got that spacer. I had to make this spacer right there. Got that spacer dialed on this side. I have a bug eye speedo piece that I had. Luckily I got that extra bug eye the other day, so I was able to use that off the bug eye frame, which came in clutch. Now for the brake lever, I have to cut this out right here so I can slide this brake lever all the way on, and then I can put my quick throttle on. But I need to grab my Dremel and pretty much my follow up from here, and then kind of just cut it around right there. I just had to film this real quick because I thought this was funny. I opened this box and I was like, why is this box so light? It feels like someone pranked me and there's nothing in this box. I'm like, what is this? This is how it came. All this huge box for this tiny, they could have put this in like a padded envelope, I feel like. OEM Yamaha front fender for the bug eye right here, because it's time to get back to work on this bug eye. We might work on that a little bit today too. But bug eye front fender. Looks like my old one like snapped off. You hungry? Hungry? Good boy. Other paw. Good boy. Lay down. Alright, final mock-up. I got this mount for the blinker that's kind of in the way, so like I kind of gotta strategically place this. But I'm thinking, just gonna send it, boys. But that's with the quick throttle on there, so now we know how far we gotta go. This little Dremel piece like that. I just chopped it out. Looks like we understood the assignment. We got it completed. I could have left a little bit more, but I kind of just cut it even within here. So we got it in there. Don't got this bolted down because I'm moving it out of the way because my luck, I'm gonna spill brake fluid on it. Got ready to bleed it. Got the water bottle either side. Do it. You know what I'm saying? Then you don't have to worry about nothing. All right, my throttle cable's a little different, so I gotta drill this hole because there's a hole up here to screw in here, but it's actually a lot closer on this one, so it's kind of hard to explain. I have the correct throttle cable right here in my Piaggio that would work perfect on it. I just do not feel like taking all that out right now, so you know, why not just go ahead and hit this one with a quick drill out. Looks like we got it, boys. Had to bend it. Focus. Had to bend this part down to push it in, and then bend this part up so it didn't hit. I could have cut it off, but I was like, whatever, I'm just gonna bend it out of the way, so if I ever want to use the stock throttle housing. He just rolls his ball under my car all day, and then I just have to go get it for him. He'll set it on this, and he'll watch it as it'll just roll somewhere. And he looks at me to get it for him. Alright boys, this thing came out so clean, man. I really need a back wheel to match this ASAP. Look at this thing though. First off, this is just like, I'm so glad I got the white wheel again. I'm gonna take white out or something. I gotta hit this little spot. That's such a solid looking setup. You got clean all the way up there, brand new stand, brand new brake line all the way down. It looks so good on this bike. It's weird seeing this bike with a disc brake. You never see him. You see him with only the one wheel. But look how good that thing looks like with a disc, bro. The colors, the Polini grips up here too. Because this bike's already blue and white. I need like a Polini, like the racing style stripes or something on this bike, dude. But we got the Polini Evolution grips up here. NCY quick throttle. Looking good with the Polini grips. I should get the blue one of these NCY quick throttle housings. I should definitely get the blue one. This brake lever was literally just a cheap generic $15 Chinese brake lever from Amazon. I just wanted it kind of stock looking, and that was like the closest one I found to stock. So I think it kind of matched like this older looking setup. So man, this thing is like, this is exactly the look I was going for, dude. If I had another one of those wheels on the back, this thing would look so good. Alright, so I just started this thing up. It's been a while, but I'm going to ZUMA for Halloween. I'm trying to figure out if I'm going to be taking this one or this one. This one's all reliable. I know I can always take it and count on it. This one's a little iffy. Leak right here out of the pipe. So I need to pull the pipes up and reseal that. But that's a minor leak right there. And just a few other things. When this thing's not warmed up all the way, it's running super weird. So I changed the domes in it. It had 19cc domes in it. I put 21cc domes in it when I first got it, and then so that lowered the compression a little bit because it was running way super high compression. I messed with the carbs a little bit, but I still need some more tuning to the carb. I just took around the block, and this thing is ripping. Like third gear with the extended, it's a +4 swing arm. It was still picking up the front tire. Like I said, a little story on this bike. I rode this thing as a kid, and then we sold it to someone, and then I bought it back from them. So I do remember riding this thing and this thing being just ridiculously fast back in the sand in the day. But this thing was fast, dude. It's ported and polished. This thing screams, bro. It's no joke. These Paul Turner pipes are nice too. But yeah, starting up this thing did not like to run until it was warm. Yeah, this bulb just burned out too, sadly. So now I only have 3 headlights. But that's okay. We're about to load this thing up and go give it a shakedown real quick. So I don't even have a motorcycle ramp, so I gotta do this. We gotta lift it in there. Alright, Banshee doesn't even fit in the new truck because the new truck's the 4-door, so it's shorter bed, but I think my other Banshee will fit. This one just has the extended swing arm, so you know that makes us lose like, I think it's +4, so we lost there, and then plus the bumper. Gonna have to unload this bad boy. I was hoping to find a hill, but damn, it's bright as hell on my camera right now. These back wheels have 0 grip right now. They're just spinning. I need to let some air out.
Dude, the back wheels are so slippery. Oh my. Woo! That is slick. And then it gripped right there, man. You see it wants to wheelie. Oh, when it grips. There we go. See how different it is when it grips up? Like, all the way. Straighten your leg out all the way. There you go. Also, we also put a brand new clutch in it too, and the clutch is feeling great. It was way better when I rode it on the street around my block than right now because it literally has no grip on this gravel. Like, looks like that carb's leaking a little bit, but I'm probably gonna pull the carbs and the pipes off and do a leak down test on this anyways before I go. Man, this suspension on this thing is so good too. Right here, grippy. See that spot, man, when it grips like that, it's different. Alright, I think that's gonna do it for the test run. This bike's originally a 94. I wish I can go and get the purple bluish style plastics, but that seat alone for that year, $1,500 for a good condition seat. So I think I'm gonna have to go, I don't know, should I go to red and yellow again, full kit, and just get the seat, the original black seat cover, rewrap the seat because this seat's destroyed. Letting the Banshee soak now in some purple power, letting this minarelli engine right here soak in some purple power, trying to get that thing cleaned up a little bit. It's so gunked up. Like, this thing is like the dirtiest block I've seen. Gonna let it soak and then hit it with the power washer. I'm taking this crank out and everything, so I'm not scared to spray this thing down. About to pull this ZUMA out and test the front brake on it. Let's see how she feels. I'm excited to feel this quick throttle on this thing too. This bike just fired up first kick too. Quick throttle's no joke when it says quick, bro. That little bit, that's full throttle. I have it on like the second setting. Front brake feels good. Suspension, way better, bro. Suspension's dialed. Wow, dude, sets down so good now. Boys, this thing feels like a whole new scooter right now. If I could be transparent about one thing on a video to like real life, it's literally like sitting on like a waxed piece of like playground plastic or something. Like it's like a slide, bro. It's so slick. Like you move and you're just sliding. You don't even feel the seat. So when I wheelie, look at like the bike almost just left from underneath me right now. It's like almost worth just like saying screw it and getting a different seat cover, because this one's like so slick.
Alright boys, that's gonna do it for the Zuma today. It sucks because now I have like multiple bikes left with one thing left to do. Well actually, no. I was gonna say just the front end on this, but I'm actually gonna go back and do a lot of things on this AF16. And also, I think now I'm gonna build the AF05 4-bolt that's in this bike right now, because there's so much parts options for the AF05. Shout out to Screw Swap Shop for bringing the AF05 lives back to life. So I think I'm going to build the AF05 in this and build this very, very soon. So you might see this coming back on the channel sooner than you think. One thing left is really just the rear wheel. Once I get that rear wheel on there and have the matching wheel, I think this thing is going to be a solid build, and it's kind of just going to stay as is. I really don't want to change anything else on it. I don't plan on doing the naked bar setup anymore on this, hence why I didn't just do that and I actually trimmed this out. Gonna keep it as is, and I'm really digging this thing just how it is. Make sure you guys slap a thumbs up on this video. Check that description, check the link in the description, check out some merch, and I'll see you guys in the next one.